slowly building up with doing, like I say, sit-ups, press-ups. I've also got some of them rubber band things. I call them the gastric band, but they're not. They're I don't know what they are. Yeah, bands, and they're pretty good actually. Pretty good. If you do the exercises slowly and concentrated, you can actually, yeah, they really do work. And I must admit, when I used to train at gyms, get up. When I used to train at gyms and I used to see people using them, I really used to laugh at myself and just say, "What are you doing with them?" You know what I mean? What's them rubber bands going to do to you, or do for you? And I've been made to eat my words lately, because they do actually work. Yeah, quite surprised. Just do basics, you know, biceps, triceps, shoulders, chest. You can do quite a lot of exercises with them. They're a pretty good idea. So yeah, so I've just been doing bits of stuff like that. It's not that I'm trying to lose weight. I am trying to lose a bit of belly fat. I'm carrying a bit of weight on my midriff, which yet again, according to the doctors, isn't a good thing. Can lead to diabetes and blah blah blah. We all know. But I am getting old. But yeah, like I say, I've started off with my diet now. I'm not eating rubbish, or I'm trying not to eat rubbish, should I say. Suki Jimny, them's a rare thing these days. Stopped making them, didn't they? So yeah, I said I'm going to start the health regime in May, and up to press, touch wood, I've been doing too bad. I have floundered a bit every now and again, but not. Yeah, I was taking too much rubbish to work, you know, biscuits and a bag of crisps and stuff. Still taking fruit, bananas, apples, grapes. Itchy nose. So now my bait box generally consists of apple, banana, grapes, and little cholesterol drinks, whatever they call, Bertollis, Maradonas, I don't know, they call something. A yoghurt, which is dairy. But I do like a yoghurt. I'm going to start making my own this week. I went to Subway's on Friday and got a salad, like it was a big box, don't get me wrong, and it had all salad in it. It had lettuce, cucumber, onions, olives, peppers, I'm going to say jalapenos then, jalapenos, they were hot, and then I had a load of chicken put on top, and then just seasoned with salt and pepper. It was lovely, very nice, and yeah, it should be very nice for the price I paid. Subway, wow, yeah, it came to £7.25, I think, something like that. I did get a drink with it, so I get a bottle of water. So I'm going to start making my own now. Got to be a lot cheaper. Anyway, we're just passing where we might have passed it actually, where Mr. Carl Fogarty was parked up yesterday on his Ducati Diaval, however you want to pronounce it. I think he was further back up the road. Yeah, he put a picture on Instagram. Follow him on Instagram, obviously. Yeah, I was out on his Ducati. Obviously, Ducati have loaned it him for a while for him to play about on. I'll have to get past these two boys in a minute on the straight. Not in a rush, but 24 mile an hour is a bit extreme, guys. Yeah, that wind noise is awful. Gonna have to get that sorted. I hope it's not affecting the Super HD quality of the camera. I'll tell you what though, my fingers are freezing. I know I have bad circulation on the L-twin vibrations from the Ducati don't help. But yeah, so we're 5 to 10, 10:54. I have no push. Like I say, I don't think we're going for the meal until about 5 o'clock. I'm quite looking forward to. And then it's back to work tomorrow. Don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going. I know what I'm delivering. I don't know where I'm going. Quite possibly York. Nice place is York. Bit of a funny place to get to, especially in a wagon, and especially the places that we get to. But yeah, so yeah, I never really know where I'm going until the night before, which for me personally it can be quite annoying. I like to know where I'm going, what I'm doing, and wow, this road's pretty roughed up now from the last time I came. They're all full of roads in England, aren't they? I'm going to turn left down here at the church. We have been down before. Like I say, just a bit of a potter around today. Still 3 bars on the fuel. There we go. Emmett's Methodist Church. Oh, that's another thing I was going to tell. I've probably mentioned my other bike, my Kawasaki ZX6. She's at the tender age of 23 years old. Been off the road for well over 12 months. needs MOTing. I may have mentioned before, I tried rebuilding the front calipers myself, put new pistons, seals, everything into them, rebuilt them back up, tried fitting them back onto the bike. Could not bleed the calipers up whatsoever. Pistons would not come out or go back in. So I've ended up sending them off to be refurbished. I think the problem from my point of view, I think the ports and the holes, maybe the pistons themselves needed polishing. They may have been a bit pitted, a bit like chipped kind of thing. So I got a message on Friday saying the guys that I'd sent them to had received them and they would be looking at them on Friday. So fingers crossed, hopefully they will sort them out, all nicely cleaned and polished and oiled up, or greased up should I say, ready for me hopefully to put them back on at the next weekend. I've got them to put back on, brakes to bleed up, and I've got a new to me, second hand obviously because they're old bikes now, a second hand clutch basket with obviously clutch plates and just everything you need in your clutch. So I'm going to fit that as well next weekend, so I'm going to be a busy boy. And then hopefully get the Screaming 600 back on the road. I'll have to book it in for its MOT. I've got a sneaky feeling last time I did have it running and I was on the road with it, it wasn't running properly. It felt like, yeah, maybe needs some new spark plugs in. Maybe the carbs may want what do you call it, not rejetting, balancing. Yeah, the carbs may need balancing. We shall see. I've no doubt I will speak about it at some point, let you all know what is occurring. Yeah, I think my choice of gloves was the wrong one this morning. My fingers are freezing. I do like these little magical mystery tours. Oh, you idiots. Absolute idiots, aren't they, cyclists? Sat in the middle of the road. It's a good job I wasn't flying round there. She would have been squashed. So yeah, I mean, the sun stuck behind the clouds. It's very quiet down here. So yeah, also, I don't know whether I mentioned it before, yesterday I mowed the lawns after I seem to be fixing everything lately. After fixing my lawnmower. I know it's not interesting, it's quite boring really guys, but I fixed the lawnmower. I was quite happy with myself. I was very chuffed. Started the lawnmower up, started to cut the grass, and the lawnmower started huffing and puffing and playing silly buggers. Thank you. Yeah, just coughing and spluttering. So, as you do, Googled, YouTubed, and basically found the problem. It was surging, basically. It was surging. Turning right. It was surging. So to me, that was either electrical or fuel. Can't be much electrics because there's only a plug. So I took the plug out, plug looked fine. Cleaned the plug up, put the plug back. Next step, carburettor, which was what people were saying on Google and YouTube. So took the filter off, took the carburettor off, cleaned said carburettor, made sure the jets were clear. Put it all back together. Bingo. We start up. Brilliant. Chuffed, happy. I love it when things go right. It's brilliant. Anyway, so mowed the front lawn, mowed half of the back lawn, because we do have a cricket field sized back lawn. It's huge. And once the grass starts getting too long, it gets harder work. Anyway, that was done. Finished. Next news, nearly 1 o'clock. And me, being a naughty boy, had a speed awareness course to do via Zoom. Because I was caught going through a Gatso speed camera. And the funny thing about it is, I must go through that same speed camera 15 times a day. Just a lapse of, what do you call it? Yeah, just lapse of brain cells. So, I got my fine through. It would have been £100 and 3 points, or take a course. Now, I didn't think I would be able to take a course due to the fact I got done maybe a couple of years ago on this, overtaking a tractor and a van and various cars on double white lines. And in these various cars was a BMW 1 Series, and yes, you guessed it, it was the police car. So I was caught by the undercover police car. Yeah, so I was caught by the police car, and obviously I went on the course, paid the fine, which is £87. It's like £13 less than it would have been. But then obviously you don't get the points, doesn't affect your insurance.